Kool TV proudly presents Kentucky Christian University basketball as the Kool Hit Sports Network brings you coverage of the KCU Knights live from Grayson, Kentucky. Now let's head to Ron Arnett Court for Countdown to Tip-Off and KCU basketball live on Kool TV.
And a pleasant good evening from the campus of Kentucky Christian University here on Ron Arnett Court. Welcome to Countdown to Tip-Off on Kool TV. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here tonight. First of two games this evening on tap for the Knights. This will be a men and women's doubleheader. We'll start first with the women as they bring in a very stout team out of Waleska, Georgia, in the Reinhardt Eagles. 11-0, 7-0 in conference play. They can score it in big numbers, 81 per game. They've been putting it through the net. They had a win over number 11 Cumberland last time out, 72-71. And KCU fell last time out on the road. They lost 71-66 to Bruneau. And that was, a tough loss after coming off the come from behind win here against Bluefield last Thursday. So the Knights would certainly like to get things back in the winners column, but they've got a very tall task here this evening against this Eagles team out of Georgia. The men will play at around 7:30, 7:45, depending on how things play out in this game. We'll have that one on the second stream, so you'll after this stream finishes up, we'll have the second stream established. It's already posted there on YouTube, so if you're following along with us on YouTube and have not done so, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like what you see. Hit that little bell there, and you get an alert each time that we put stuff out. But that game will get going as we'll play that one around 7:30, 7:45 tonight. But first, we're talking about the women, and we've got a really good basketball game sized up here as the Reinhardt Eagles and the KCU Knights set to get underway here in about 18 minutes. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at our two teams, break down the matchup, get a key player for each to watch, get our starters, and tip-off as we continue our coverage here on Countdown to Tip-Off on Kool TV.
Rev up your autumn adventure and refuel at Clark's Pump & Shop. Make a pit stop and treat yourself to our assortment of snacks and drinks. Clark's Pump & Shop has the perfect treats to satisfy your fall cravings. From our seasonal lattes and iced coffees to specialty donuts and desserts. Don't just fuel up your vehicle, fuel your taste buds at Clark's Pump & Shop, your ultimate road companion. Clark's Pump & Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV-compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Back here on Countdown to Tip-Off on Kool TV, getting you set for Reinhardt and KCU. The first game of the doubleheader tonight for the women and men. The visiting Eagles, 11-0, 7-0 in conference play. They knocked off number 11, University of Cumberland's last time out, 72-71, to pick up their 11th consecutive victory of the season. They shot it well from the field, 44%, 35% beyond the arc. Struggled a little bit on the free throw line at 58%, which was well below their 68% season average. They got out rebounded, but they found a way to get it done in the end. Ashley Woodruff, she led the way, 23 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. She was joined in double figures by Julia Kraft at 13 and 3. Tara Gibson had 11 and 4. Kiara Simpson added 11 points, and Maria Sanchez Ponce had 7 points and pulled down a game-high 10 rebounds. This team averaging outscoring its opponents by nearly 16 points a game, 81-65. They can score it around the horn with their starting five that really gets after it. 3 players that's averaging double figures on the season. Julia Kraft at 11. Ashley Woodruff just under 13. Check that 4, my mistake. Tara Gibson at 11, and Maria Sanchez Ponce leading the way at 17.4 and 8.2 rebounds per outing for the sophomore, the 5'10 forward out of Spain. The bugaboo for the KCU team, they've struggled scoring the basketball at times, but they've been really good on the glass. They had to play from behind against Bluefield and did everything they possibly could to try to not allow that game to go in the winner's column, and then just found a surge at the end and picked it up and ran away with it. And it was a one heck of a victory to see here on the home floor. A 5-point loss on the road to Bruno, so they're still winless on the road, currently now at 0-5, 2-2 here in the friendly confines of Ron Arnett Court. But they know they've got their hands full here tonight against a superb team that probably will be in the top 25 when the new polls roll out coming up this week. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll continue our preview. We'll look at the Knights and see some things that's going to be concerning tonight as well as some of those players they're going to lean on due to a couple injuries that have happened over the last couple of games. That's as we continue our coverage here on Countdown to Tip-Off on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus. Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Back on Countdown to Tip-Off as we get you set for Reinhardt and KCU. Taking a look at the Knights, 2-7 on the season, 2-6 in conference play. Lost last time out on the road at Bruno, 71-66. Again, playing without the services of a couple of key players, Reagan Atkins, who injured her ankle here in the win over Bluefield last Thursday night. She did not play. They are favorable, thinking that by the first year, hopefully, that she'll be able to make it back, and they would certainly like to have her back in the rotation as soon as possible. Kylie Gillum, another one of those players that has been nursing an injury, and talked with her Thursday night, and she's hopeful that maybe within the next couple of weeks that she can make a return to the floor, and that would be huge for adding in another post player. That's something that they really could use, somebody that can get down there in the post and really go to war in the paint. But they'll lean on the leadership of senior Abby West, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists in the loss to Bruneau. Belle Sparks led the way with 20 points and 6 boards. Sophomore out of Ashland, played her high school ball at Rose Hill, and she leads the team this season with 17.6 points per contest. Elizabeth Hardwick had a really good outing, 11 points, 9 rebounds in the losing effort. That'll push her season average up a little bit, averaging right at 7 and 6 respectfully. Jada Johnson met her season average of 9 and 5, just a point off in the losing effort. But tonight it's going to take every single player up and down that bench to find a way to slow, one, this Reinhardt team down, and two, not turn it into a track meet and trying to outscore them by trading shots. This is a team that you cannot have empty possessions on. When you go down the floor, you need to come back with points. And that's something, as I've mentioned, you look at the numbers for KCU, averaging 69 a game, giving up 76. But this Reinhardt team scores it at 81 points a game and only giving up 65. So when you lose a Reagan Atkins, 8 points a game plus her senior leadership, you're missing Kylie Gillum, you certainly know you're behind the 8 ball, but hey, that's why they play in between the white lines and not on a sheet of paper. So certainly anything's possible, and this is a great test for the Knights here this evening as they'll square it off again here on the home floor. All right, we'll take a break. We come back, we'll meet our starting lineups and get you ready for tip-off. KCU and Reinhardt here from Ron Arnett Court in Grayson after this on Countdown to Tip-Off on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump & Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Back here on Kool TV as we get you set for Reinhardt and KCU. This one should be a dandy, and this Reinhardt team, I was excited to see this one on the schedule and, again, what they bring to the table. And this, again, I would have liked to have seen KCU at full strength. And, again, I'm not taking anything against the Knights away. But when you're down 2 senior starters, it kind of puts you behind the 8 ball. They're, a youthful team for Coach Lisa Kahn, and I think they've got some great pieces that they're building up on here. And this is a place where they're going to be able to figure out where they really are. But Kylie Gillum and Reagan Atkins, I would have liked to have seen them on the floor in this ball game to see what they could do against this really tough team. And you just look up and down the board of across this Reinhardt team. They've got a lot of players that they're going to try to stick in the bucket in transition. They shoot it extremely well from the field, 46%. They're taking high percentage shots. And one of those, the numbers that jumped off at me, they've got one player who was out tonight. She's shooting north of 70%. But if they're starting 5, Preston's at a 40% field goal clip, Julia Kraft at 49, Woodruff's at 43, Gibson at 48, and Sanchez Ponce at 61. That's your post player. That tells you when you're shooting at a 61% clip, it's probably because you're shooting layups and easy bunnies at the rim. So that's something I think that KCU will have to do tonight, probably looking at a lot of zone, some help defense that they're going to have to help to take away Ponce there in the post. Not extremely tall, 5'10", but when you're looking across the board, and the tallest player that you're going to have that you can roll out on the floor is Jada Johnson at 5'9". So it's a give and take for Coach Khan and what she's got to do here tonight. But it'll be interesting to see how things roll out with this one. JT Taylor, Chris Van Hoos, and Chris Ray. That's your officials assigned for this evening's game. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. We'll start first with Reinhardt. 4 guards and a forward. Ivana Preston, Julia Kraft, Ashley Woodruff, Tara Gibson, and Maria Sanchez Ponce. That's a starting 5 for Tony Campbell's Eagles out of Alaska, Georgia. Now a starting lineup for Lisa Kahn's KCU Knights. Same alignment, 4 guards and a forward. Abby West, Elizabeth Hardwick, Katie Atkins, Belle Sparks, and Jada Johnson. Atkins getting the start. The freshman out of Sandy Hook and pride of Elliott County High School, was a superb high school basketball player there in the 16th region, an area that I cover a lot in high school action. So, but still trying to find her footing a little bit. She struggled shooting the ball, but she's going to be a nice piece here. Watching Belle Sparks, the difference from last year to this year of what she's done, really taking over this team, and that's something that they needed with so many freshmen on this roster. I mean, you go up and down the list. Madeline Mead, freshman. Jada Johnson, freshman. Kayla Overman, freshman. Presley Grant, Hannah Kidd, Katie Atkins, Chloe Dunn, and Madison Montgomery, all freshmen. The only seniors that you had on the roster this year, Abby West, Reagan Atkins, and Kylie Gillum. So, it's a youthful team, and Coach Khan knew that coming in, but it's also a team that she feels like is kind of built for the way that she wants to go, and you can see glimpses of it, of what this program has and the ability that they have. They used that to get back from down 12 against Bluefield, and they put up their best quarter in the basketball game in that win over Bluefield to knock off the Rams here the last time they were on the home floor last Thursday. So the pieces are there. Just can you put 40 minutes together with a youthful bunch, and that's what they're still trying to work on as they get about midway to the part of the season. Here's a couple of games left before they turn it over to the 2014 calendar year, and that's when things really ratchet up and get going there in the month of January and February. First of 2 games here tonight. The men will follow tonight approximately 7:30, 7:45. It'll be on the second stream. You can see that on our Kool TV page there. It's listed. So, again, if you're following along with us here on Kool TV and have not done so, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like what you see. Hit that little bell, and it'll update you each time that we put out new material here on the channel. Men will be back in action on Thursday night. That's the game against Bluefield that was originally scheduled for last week that did not get to play due to illness with Bluefield. So that game will play here 6:30 on Thursday. That means a 6:10 countdown to pregame, or countdown to tip-off pregame show right here on Kool TV. So we're about ready to get things rolling here this evening as the visiting Eagles out of Alaska, Georgia will tangle with the Knights here in Greason on Ron Arnett Court on this, I think it's Tuesday. It's been so busy here lately. The numbers and the days just run together. All right, we'll take our final break. We come back. We're ready for tip-off as we get you ready for KCU and Reinhardt here on Kool TV.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus.
Rev up your autumn adventure and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop. Make a pit stop and treat yourself to our assortment of snacks and drinks. Clark's Pump and Shop has the perfect treats to satisfy your fall cravings. From our seasonal lattes and iced coffees to specialty donuts and desserts. Don't just fuel up your vehicle, fuel your taste buds at Clark's Pump and Shop, your ultimate road companion. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Back here in Grayson as we meet the starting lineup for the Reinhardt Eagles. It'll look like this: a 5'7" senior from Jonesboro, Georgia, number 2, Ivana Preston. She's joined in the backcourt by a 5'4" senior out of Canton, Georgia, number 10, Julia Kraft. 5'5" graduate out of Flowery Branch, Georgia, number 11, Ashley Woodruff. And rounding out the backcourt, a 5'9" graduate out of Rome, Georgia, number 20, Tara Gibson. Lone Eagle in the front court, 5'10" sophomore out of Spain, Maria Sanchez Ponce, wearing number 31. Reinhardt in the navy blue and the gold, the Michigan colors, if you will, with Reinhardt in cursive across the chest. Head coach Tony Campbell brings in his 11-0 Reinhardt Eagles, knocking off the 11th ranked team in the nation of the University of Cumberland, 72-71 last time out. Now let's meet the starting lineup for Lisa Kahn's KCU Knights. 2-7 on the season, 2-6 in conference play. Fell last time out on the road to Bruno, 71-66. It'll look like this, starting in the backcourt at point guard, a 5'7" senior out of Dry Ridge, Kentucky, number 2, Abby West. She's joined by a 5'8" sophomore from Cardington, Ohio, number 13, Elizabeth Hardwick. A 5'5" Frush out of Sandy Hook, the pride of Elliott County High School, the Lion, number 24, Katie Atkins. And rounding things out in the backcourt, 5'6" sophomore out of Ashland, Kentucky. Played her games at Rose Hill, number 40, Belle Sparks. Lone player in the front court, 5'9" Frush out of Floyd County, Kentucky, number 11, Jada Johnson. West Johnson, Hardwick, Atkins, and Sparks. 5 on the floor for Lisa Kahn. They'll be in the whites tonight. Whites tops and bottoms outlined in the red. Kentucky Christian across the chest, and the red numerals on the front and the back. Our crew this evening, executive producer Felicia Collier, our camera operator Cam Bryan. Happy to have everyone along with us here tonight, here on this rather cold Tuesday day here in the, I guess we're about midway through the month of December. Again, our officiating crew this evening, JT Taylor, Chris Van Hoos, and Chris Ray. So the first of two games this evening. Men will play around 7:30, 7:45 this evening. That'll be over on the second stream. You can find that right there on our YouTube page. Gibson and Sparks, center court. Reinhardt will work it from left to right as you view it on your screen. And we are about ready to get things underway. Gibson and Sparks ready to go. Ball in the air, tipped into the back court. Preston will bring it across the midcourt stripe, and we're underway. Preston goes dribble drive baseline, feeds it back out to Gibson. He'll swing it left side. Around the horn it goes. Ponce attacks to that elbow. Out to Gibson. Now reverses it back to Ponce. There's Gibson wide open on the baseline. Misses the bunny. Big rebound there by Katie Atkins. She'll push it ahead, looking to put the Knights in front early. Hardwick tried to launch it inside, and it's knocked away. And then a double dribble there in the backcourt as Preston picked it up, then trying to switch positions. And as she did, she called for the infraction. Here's Sparks. Feeds it inside to Atkins. Atkins tied up, though, on the baseline. There's Johnson. Stops, puts it up, maybe partially blocked. Reinhardt pitches it ahead. Down into the corner. Back around the wing they go. Top of the key. Ponce pulls the trigger. 3 balls off the mark. And it'll trickle out of bounds into the Knights bench. 58 seconds gone. We're scoreless. Atkins will work from the point. They've moved Abby West over to the shooting guard position. Man-to-man defensive pressure. Hardwick takes the handoff. Ponce meets her at the top of the key. Here's West, 15 on the shot clock. High post there to Johnson. Faces the basket, puts it on the deck, spins in the lane. Shot up, nice take there by Johnson, won't go home. Sanchez Ponce clears the rebound. Off to the left side, Gibson. Ponce on the wing, 20 on the shot clock into the keyhole. Woodruff, nice take off the left side, and our first points of the ball game goes through with 8:22 to play. Knights quickly in the front court. Johnson attacking off the right side, stops on the block. Lost the basketball, tracks it back down. She's tied up. Nice lob inside to Bell. Sparks puts a shot up, no good. She's got a rebound, turns, misses that one. Still fighting for the loose ball. Reinhardt comes away with it. Woodruff pitches it ahead. In between the rings, now off to Preston on the wing. Preston into the lane. Out to Gibson. Preston lines up the triple and nails it. 5-0 Reinhardt. There's Johnson in the keyhole. Handoff Atkins. Nice little behind the back move. Goes out to Hardwick. West on the wing. She'll pull the trigger. Three's on the way. In and out. Won't stay home. Ball loose. Atkins fighting for it underneath. Trying to flip it back to Sparks. And Sparks can't race it down. It'll go out of bounds on the far sideline. Back to the Eagles it goes. Ashley Woodruff, graduate out of Flowery Branch, Georgia. 23 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists in the win over Cumberland's. There's Ponce, has that one blocked away there by Sparks. Then Johnson has it raked away. And Tara Gibson puts it up and in, makes it 7-0. Here's Sparks, gets to the rack, off the right side. She's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. Strong take there by the sophomore. That was on Woodruff, her first, team's first of the quarter. Bell Sparks, 63.6% free throw shooter, 20 points, 6 rebounds in the losing effort to Bruno last time out. First free throw finds its way home off the back of the box. First points of the ball game come 3 minutes into the contest on a free throw from Bell Sparks. Second one's on the way, in and out, no good. Gibson catches it in the paint, brings it ahead. Sanchez Ponce attacks off the right elbow, step through, a Euro step, not happening here. Nope, they'll get a foul before she got through. Let's look at that one on Bell Sparks. That's her first, team's first. So Woodruff to trigger in. Nice job there by Katie Atkins to snatch that one away. They were trying to get it into Ponce. Ahead Sparks, crossover, gets in the rack, out to the corner to West. Hardwick tied up, West step back, long two. If it goes, it's good. West had a toe on the line, 7-3. Sanchez Ponce rips it through, draws contact, shot up no good, gets her own rebound in the restricted area. Woodruff in the corner, 15 on the shot clock. Now Preston. There's Kraft, spins left, blocked by Abby West. Sparks with a rebound, she wants to push the action. Attacking to the rack, finger roll up, way too stiff though. Gibson corrals it in. She'll feed it ahead to Ponce, and she loses it off of her hands and out of bounds, and nearly lost her footing as well. Here comes our first substitute into the contest, Ty Williams checking in, 5'6" graduate out of Macon, Georgia. She'll replace Woodruff. 7-3, and we'll get Sparks will come off, and Madeline Mead, the freshman out of Harold, Kentucky, out of Floyd Central. 7-3, inside of 6 to play here in the first period. Eagles in front. They took a 7-0 lead, and a Bell Sparks free throw gave us our first points for the Knights, and then Abby West knocked down a 20-foot jumper. Nice look underneath. And a little kiss off the window by Mead as she jumps off the bench and splashes home a bucket, and it's down to 2. Ponce loses it on the way to the basket. Kraft pumps, gets past West, stops, feeds it off on the baseline. That's Williams, goes to the rack, puts it up, no good. Ball tipped around and a whistle and a foul. So we'll get that one on Reinhardt as Tara Gibson whistled for the foul, her first, team second. Chance for KCU to tie or take the lead on this trip. As Katie Atkins will jock it into the front court. Maria Sanchez Ponce, the sophomore from Spain, will meet her there at the midcourt stripe. High post, Johnson. One dribble, handoff West. West finds a lane to the basket. Finger roll is good, we're tied. Strong take there by Abby West. And a 7-0 run by the Knights, and then they don't get back. Ponce misses the bunny, puts it back up on the other side for her first bucket. And a quick answer there by the Eagles. Hardwick tries to slip it inside to Johnson. It's knocked away. Ponce wants to run, and they're going to get Abby West on the bump. That's going to be her first, team second. 4:42 to go here in the first period. Both teams open with 7-0 runs. Reinhardt took a 7-0 lead, and then KCU pushed up a little 7-0 run to even the game at 7. There's Ponce, spins on the baseline. Nice block out there by Madeline Mead. Leaves it off to West. West skip pass to the near side. Hardwick, and she just carried it, sure did. Kind of got stuck in between whether she wanted to continue the attack or pitch it off, and cupped it right up underneath it and called for the infraction. Fourth turnover of the basketball game for the Knights. 3 for Reinhardt. Overman at the scores table, as well as Bell Sparks to check in on the next dead ball. Here's a step through, a high up off the window there for Tara Gibson. She has 4, and the lead's back to 4. Mead. West on the wing. She'll back it back out, reset the offense. 17 on the shot clock. Works off a screen, gets into the keyhole, into the corner. Meade spins on the baseline. Now goes off to Hardwick. 17-footer on the baseline, left it short. Johnson follows and sticks it right back in. Nice follow there by Jada Johnson for her first bucket. It's down to 2. Quickly in front court. Jumper on the baseline, no. West trying to tip it back to herself. It's pushed out of bounds. It'll stay with the Reinhardt Eagles. Here comes Kayla Overman back and checking in. Bell Sparks returns as Johnson and Hardwick will step off. Woodruff returning and checking in for her first action. Well, I don't have a 44 on the roster, so we'll have to check that in just a second. Ball raked out of bounds by Bell Sparks as it'll stay with Reinhardt. Now we get another sub in as Kiara Simpson checking in. She's replacing Julia Kraft. Runner in the lane's no good. Ball raked away. Abby West comes away with it. West feeds it ahead to Overman. Back to West from the wing. 3 balls on the way, no. Reinhardt picks it ahead. And we're going the other way. As Sanchez Ponce called for the offensive push. Her first, team's third. Here comes Tria Blaylock. (11-9), 3 minutes to play in the opening period. Knights can get again tie, or a 3-ball will give them their first lead of the contest. Katie Atkins tied up now, loses her dribble, gives it away to Sparks. 12 on the shot clock. Cross-court pass to West. That one's raked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Knights. Here comes Lindsay Cassell back into the game as Abby West will step off. 2:41 on a rested clock, 2-point lead. And Lindsay Cassell will trigger in. Atkins with 7 on the shot clock. She's got to go quick. Takes a look at it, 5. Back to Cassell. Cassell stops. Hook shot from about 17, no good. It did not draw rim, so it's a shot clock violation. And the ball goes back to the Reinhardt Eagles. Here's Simpson. Feeds it inside. That's Towney, who turns and puts it up and in. They had her down as 14 in the book, on the roster, excuse me. She's wearing 44 here tonight. Either way, she makes it a 4-point lead. Here's Sparks, finds a lane to the basket, and she's fouled on the way there. That's on Simpson, her first, team's 4th. So next foul against Reinhardt here in the final 2:03 of the opening period. We'll have KCU shooting bonus free throws. Cassell to trigger in. She's going to have to hustle, and that's a 5-second violation. Seventh turnover of the first quarter here by the Knights, who trail the line 4. Blaylock jogs it into the front court. Man-to-man pressure being applied by the Knights. And we'll get a foul underneath, away from the basket, or away from the ball, excuse me, as they'll get Overman on the push. That's her first, team's 3rd. Meade steps off, back in as Hardwick. And here comes Jada Johnson back in as well, as Overman will come off. 1:52 to play, first period, 13-9, Reinhardt leading. They've led it from the opening tip. KCU's had a tie once at 7. 3-ball from the corner's off, no good. Towney with a rebound, turns, puts it back up and in. Marley Towney with a quick 4 off of the bench and leads back to 6. Ball goes into the bench area. Tony Campbell, the head coach there for the Eagles, will toss that one back in. We'll get a couple of subs in for KCU. Hannah Kidd checking in for her first action, replacing Lindsey Cassell, and Abby West returns for Katie Atkins. 91 seconds to play here in the opening period. Knights basketball. Been kind of been a little bit stagnant on the offensive side last couple of trips. Lisa Kahn was looking for something there and didn't get it, and she's kind of slammed her hands down by her hips. And this one's picked out of the air and going the other way. Woodruff steps inside and puts it up off the window. Her 4th point of the game. It's the largest lead of the game now of 8 at 17-9. Here's Kidd. Around the horn right side, Hardwick. Back to Sparks. Long-range jumpers off the mark. Left and short. Blaylock in a hurry. Inside of a minute. Chance to push the lead to double digits. Williams takes it to the rack. Shot up no good. And it's pushed out of bounds there by Townley. Here's a look at that last. Not certain what happened there. If the Here's West. Johnson thought about pulling the trigger on a 3. Shot clock's at 13. Hardwick into the keyhole with a crossover. Nice back cut there, but read nicely as Williams picks it away. She trips and falls down. Slowly come back up. Shot clock is off. Blaylock will pull the trigger. 3 balls off, front iron short. Final possession, barring a turnover coming up here. Knights can get it to 5 or 6 on a made bucket. West spins in the lane. Shot up no good. And that'll take us to the end of 1 quarter of play. 17-9 after 1. Back after this on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Reset your files. 17-9 after 1 quarter of play. Reinhardt leading KCU. Knights basketball to start the 2nd quarter. West will take the pitch in the backcourt, and off we go for quarter number 2. And a Kidd hands it off there to Sparks. Sparks wants to attack, finds a lane, puts it off the window with the right hand. And Belle Sparks, that's her 3rd point of the ball game, leads down to 6. Vanna Preston on the left side. There's Williams, long threes on the way, no. Ball tipped around, loose on the far sideline. Hardwick fighting for it, comes away with it. Sparks has numbers. She's got a 3-on-2. She'll fan it out to the left side. Now wants to attack on the baseline, and a foul as she's held on the drive. As they'll get that one on Ty Williams. That's her first, team's first of the quarter. 9:22 to go before halftime. There's a lob inside to Sparks. Catch and shoot and good. Back-to-back buckets for Belle Sparks. Give her 5. The lead's down to 4. Here's Williams quickly in transition. She'll turn, feed it back out now. Around the top of the key it goes. Gibson leaves it there for Kraft. Williams out of the corner left side. Top of the key, and Kiara Simpson gets called for the traveling violation. 5th turnover of the basketball game for the Eagles. So Hardwick will bring it in. Chance for the Knights to cut it to 2 or 1 with a made bucket here. Trailed by as many as 8. West resets the offense. 20 on the shot clock. Brings it off to Hardwick. Here's Johnson. Tries to back it in. Gives it off to Sparks. Sparks dribbles into the double team. Nice curl right there to Jada Johnson, who finishes in front of the rim. Beautiful job there by Belle Sparks to draw the double team and then just curl it around to Jada, who was wide open there in the restricted space. Leads down to 2. Here's Kraft off the left elbow. Back to Williams. High post. Williams throws that one to me. Simpson saves it. 9 on the shot clock. We're going to have to hustle. Preston takes it at 5. She'll line up a long 3 straight away, draws glass, and misses wide right. Chance for the Knights to tie or take the lead on this trip. Sparks with a head of steam, slips through, finger roll, we're tied. 7 points for Belle Sparks. Timeout, Reinhardt. 30-second timeout requested by Tony Campbell and the Eagles. Down by 8 to start the second quarter, but an 8-0 run here to start the second. And Lisa Kahn's team is trying to send a little shockwave through the conference of a team that just knocked off the 11th ranked University of Cumberland's their last time out 72-71. And they are playing toe-to-toe with this undefeated Eagles team who comes in here with a road record of 6-0. They've done a really good job of recognizing when the double team is coming and finding the open person inside. And Belle Sparks, again, slow start, only 1 point there in the first quarter, but she's got 6 here in the second, 6 of the 8 to be exact. Reinhardt struggling from along the perimeter, 1 of 7 in the ball game so far. KCU's only attempted 2 threes. They've missed both. So I'll nod it at 17 out of the Eagles' timeout. Woodruff, right wing. Here's Sanchez Ponce checking back in after an extended stay on the bench, and Sparks blocks that one away. Abby West with a rebound. A chance for the Knights to grab their first lead of the ball game. Here's Atkins on the pitch ahead. She'll center it up. 20 on the shot clock as she goes above the volleyball line. West. Lobs it up. High post extended. West 3 for the leads on the way. No. Sanchez Ponce brings it into the front court. Down into the corner. Kraft. They'll swing it to the left side. That's Woodruff. Woodruff into the lane. Teardrop up. No good. She's fouled. If that's on Sparks, that's her second. And it is. Team's first of the quarter. And that'll put Ashley Woodruff to the free throw line to shoot 2. A 65% free throw shooter. As Sparks will take a seed. Here comes Overman. And that could be huge right there, losing Belle Sparks with 2 personal fouls with 7:09 to go before halftime after igniting an 8-0 run to even this game at 17. Woodruff's first free throw is on the way. In and out, no good. Graduate out of Flowery Branch, Georgia, averaging 12.7 points a contest. Dropped 23 in the win over Cumberland. Or the Cumberlands, I should say. One more for Woodruff. That one's good. 5 points for her. Julia Kraft steps off. Back in comes Ty Williams. Now Reinhardt's going to pick it up in full court. West near side. Centers it up. 7 to go before half. Down by 1 are the Knights. A bucket here gives them the lead. Overman out of the corner. Johnson wants a screen. She'll bring it off to Atkins. Now high post Overman. Handoff Atkins. Atkins trying to step through, has it raked away, turns, feeds it back out to West. West pulls a 17-footer off the mark, no good. Johnson with a rebound, forces it right back up, shot won't go. Another rebound, goes to the other side, she's fouled. And she's headed to the line for two. We'll get that one, Ponce with her second, team second. So Jada Johnson to the line for two, 64% free throw shooter. First one's in, 5 points for her. Knights shoot it at a 63% clip as a team. This to give KCU their first lead of the night. Second one misses, ball raked out. Ty Williams with a rebound, we're even at 18. 6.5 to go before halftime. Here's Preston to the right elbow. Woodruff into the lane, floaters up, good. Got the soft roll off the iron there, 7 points for her. Back to a 2-point edge for the Eagles. Atkins stops all alone, pulls the trigger, three for the lead, good. Katie Atkins from downtown Tripletown. KCU takes their first lead at 21-20. Sanchez Ponce crosses over into the lane. Preston wants an answer. Three's on the way, no. Ball tipped around. Abby West fights for the rebound, and the Knights come away with it. She'll pitch it ahead off to Atkins. Atkins right side, slows things down. Nice look down underneath. Overman in the lane. Hook shot up, no good. She's fouled, and that may be number 3 on Sanchez Ponce. And it is. Team's third. Back in is Simpson and Townley, as Ponce and Gibson will take a seat. Here comes Madeline Mead back on for KCU. As Hardwick will step off, here's Julia Kraft back in the ball game. As Preston will go off. 5:44 to play before halftime, 21-20. KCU outscoring Reinhardt 12-3 here in the frame. So Kayla Overman, a 67% free throw shooter. First one is up, is no good. 4 points and a rebound off the bench, and the loss to Bruneau last time out, averaging just under 5 points and 4 rebounds an outing. Second one finds its mark, 1 for 2 for Overman. And a 2-point lead by the Knights. Woodruff, left of point, feeds it inside Kraft. Little baby hook shot from the left side, no good. Townley goes up, and Johnson steps, or check that, Madeline Mead jumps in and causes the tie-up. So the alternating possession arrow favoring the Eagles. 5:31 to go. They'll take it on the baseline. Ashley Woodruff. Kraft pumps. Long three from the wing is good. As Kiara Simpson buries the triple. And back in front are the Eagles, 23-22. My producer over here is going the wrong way with the numbers. She'll get it fixed in a second. And we got a whistle and a foul on a screen there, as that one's on Julia Kraft. That's her first, team's fourth. So the next foul on Reinhardt will have KCU shooting bonus. Abby West to bring it in. Here's Johnson. Nearly had it raked away, gets it back to West. Now Atkins. Atkins into the lane. Johnson, three for the leads on the way, won't go home. Ball tipped away and out of bounds, and it'll stay with KCU. Tony Campbell takes a long walk down the sideline there, and not happy with what he saw there on that play. So a fresh 20 on the shot clock for KCU. Abby West is going to have to hustle to try to get it in. Does so there to Mead. Atkins will set it up. Starts to spin on the elbow. Nothing there. Gives it off to Johnson. Now West. Dribble drive on the baseline. Johnson gets in the lane. Teardrops up. Good. 7 points for Jada Johnson. KCU's back in front by 1. Nice job there by Meade and slow things down on the attack there on the elbow. Here's Simpson. Kraft out of the corner. Now back up top of the key. 10 on the shot clock. Williams tied up. Woodruff step back from the top of the keyhole. Shot is way too stiff. Nobody gets the rebound, and Kraft comes up, and then Abby West breaks it out of bounds into the Knights bench. Lisa Kahn just emphatically telling her team every loose ball has to be yours. That one just went right in front of two Knights players. Looking underneath, looking for Williams. They'll go to Williams down in the corner. She'll pull the trigger. Long three's off, no good. Backside rebound there by Jada Johnson. Atkins dribbles it into the front court. Loses the handle on the peel, gets it back to Johnson. Atkins spins in the lane, and we'll get an offensive push off on Atkins there, trying to get the separation. So her first team second. Here's Hannah Kidd coming back in, replacing Jada Johnson. Get a freshman out of Wolfe County, averaging right at a point and a half and a rebound a game. Down by one of the Eagles. Simpson wants a three. No good. Katie Atkins with a rebound. Reinhardt, 1 of 10 from long range in this ball game. Here's West on the handoff. KCU will go a little weave up top now. Atkins dragged the back foot, and she walked. Not a 10th turnover of the contest. Inside of 3 to play before halftime. Knights leading by 1. They've erased an 8-point lead after 1 quarter with an 8-0 run to start the frame. In the lane is Simpson, and she gets her 5th point to go home, and Reinhardt's back in front by 1. Here's West. Handoff Atkins. That ball is blocked on the way up. Simpson pitches ahead to Gibson. Gibson stops in the lane, slips through, left it short. Fights for the rebound and powers that up. She walked. Here comes Cassell and Hardwick back in. Katie Atkins will step off, as will Overman. One-point deficit for the Knights as we approach 2 minutes to play before halftime. Meade from the right corner. Now West on the left wing. Southpaw surveys. Cassell wants to drive. Cut off there on the baseline. Goes back out top of the key. 3 is on the way. No. Williams throws the arms out there and corrals that one back in. Here's Woodruff. Skip pass. Left side. Gibson. She walked. Shuffle the feet. 7th turnover for the Eagles. And Tony Campbell letting her hear it too. He talked to her all the way down the floor, and he said, don't say nothing to the official. He said, you did it. Not often you see a coach that gets emphatically about a play that his player caused and supporting the officiating crew. Knights down by 1. Approaching 90 seconds to play here in the opening half. Hand off Cassell. A little stutter step, and she walks. She sure did. Here comes Overman back in. As Hannah Kidd will take a seat. Here's Ashley Woodruff. 7 points. 3 out of the corner. A quick shot, no good. Gibson fights for the rebound underneath. Ball raked away. Still loose, and Gibson comes away with it, working underneath. She'll feed it back out top of the key. 10 on the shot clock as Woodruff will reset. Woodruff gets a screen. Gibson pumps, drives. Tied up, drags the foot, lost the handle on the basketball. Fires it back up just before the shot clock violation, but they can't come away with the bucket. Cassell front court, 60 seconds of play in the half. Here's Meade. Reinhardt switching on the screens. Backdoor cut there by Hardwick, and they couldn't get it up to her quick enough. A pitch ahead. They try to go with a no-look pass underneath the Gibson, and she kind of zigged when Williams thought she was zagging. 8th turnover of the basketball game for the Eagles, averaging only 12 a game. KCU has really kept them out of their mojo here in this quarter. Overman now off the West on the right wing. 10 on the shot clock, and that one's picked off. Here's Williams streaking to the basket, takes her time and puts that one up and in. 27-24, West in the front court, 6 on the shot clock, or on the game clock, excuse me. West, floater is good. 6 point of the half for Abby West, and that'll take us to halftime. Reinhardt leading at KCU 27-26. Halftime show when we return after this on Kool TV.
Rev up your autumn adventure and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop. Make a pit stop and treat yourself to our assortment of snacks and drinks. Clark's Pump and Shop has the perfect treats to satisfy your fall cravings. From our seasonal lattes and iced coffees to specialty donuts and desserts. Don't just fuel up your vehicle, fuel your taste buds at Clark's Pump and Shop, your ultimate road companion. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
27-26 at the half. We got a good one here in Grayson as we welcome you back here to Ron Arnett Court as the undefeated Reinhardt Eagles led by as many as 8 after 1, but the Knights opened up the second quarter with an 8-0 run, sparked by 6 points by Belle Sparks, and they tied the game at 17. They outscore Reinhardt 17-10 in the second period, and they're in the locker room down by 1, 27-26. We'll take a break. We come back, we'll look at our numbers, get individual numbers for you, get you ready for the second half of action. A dandy here on the first game of this doubleheader of the women and men with KCU and Reinhardt here on Ron Arnett Court, and our coverage continues in the halftime show after this on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus. Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Halftime here in Grayson as we got a good one. Reinhardt leading KCU by 1 at the half, 27-26. Let's take a look at our first half stats. Reinhardt 12 of 38 in the ball game. That's I've made a mistake on the screen here. That's my mistake. Should be 31.6%. They may have changed it in the process, too, while I was updating some numbers here. I believe that's what had happened here because, they've changed some stats before it came over. So the numbers here on the screen that we had before we put this up, it's fine. Leave them up. It's different. They've changed some stuff around. 2 of 12 now they're saying on the live stats for 16.7% as 2 3-pointers have gone down. They only had it at 1 of 11. Before we went to the break. So they had some numbers that was off on the scoring on the live stats. So we'll get that updated. Either way, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 50%. Total rebounds, 23 and 8 turnovers for the visiting Eagles. For KCU, 44% from the field, 16.7% from behind the arc, 1 of 6. 50% of 3 of 6 from the free throw line. They've got a total of 17 rebounds, 14 turnovers in the opening half. So the Knights' numbers all matched up there, just some numbers that got changed around there by the Reinhardt's numbers there at the half. Individual numbers look like this. Ashley Woodruff leads away with 7 points. Kiara Simpson jumps off the bench and splashes home 5 there in the second quarter, including a 3 to put the Eagles back in front after KCU took the lead. For KCU, Abby West with 6, Madeline Mead with 2, Jada Johnson with 7, Overman has 1, Katie Atkins with 3, Belle Sparks with 7. So 7 each for Johnson and Sparks, West with 6. Sparks with those 2 personal fouls. They played the final about 7 minutes without her services, and she was big of getting KCU back into this ball game after they nearly went down by double figures. But they did a really good job of managing that time. Jada Johnson picking up the pace there. She had 5 of her 7 there in the second quarter. Maria Sanchez Ponce, leading scorer for this team. She's been held only 2 points, and she's got 3 personal fouls, and she spent a lot of time on the bench there in the first quarter. A good one here, 27-26. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the second half of action here in Grayson on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
27-26 at the half. First of two games here this evening. Men will follow. We'll have the call of that game in approximately 25 to 30 minutes at the conclusion of this one, around 7:30 or so. That'll be over on here on Kool TV, but on our second link there, it's posted. It says KCU versus Reinhardt men's. Men will be back in action on Thursday night. That game is 6:30 contest, as the Knights will welcome in Bluefield. That was a game that was originally scheduled for last Wednesday. Then it got moved to Thursday. Then the women went ahead and played on Thursday. The Bluefield men could not travel due to illness in the team, so they moved that game over to this Thursday. So Spencer Hutchinson and the crew will be out here with you at 6:10 for countdown to tip-off. 6:30, they'll put it in the air. The Knights, they take off to Florida. On the women's side, they've got Johnson on Friday and Florida Memorial on Saturday. That will wrap up their schedule until after the first of the year, when they open up on January the 2nd at Johnson, Tennessee, and then back here on the 4th against Cincinnati Claremont. So this will be the final time at home for the Knights on the women's side of things until after the turn of the new year. Looking at the men, again, they got Bluefield on Thursday. They go to Woodford on Sunday, then Charleston Southern on next Thursday. Then the same thing for them. They'll be at Johnson on January 2nd. They'll be here on January 6th against St. Andrews. We'll have the call of that game beginning at 11:40 right here on Kool TV. But a good one here so far, and a team that coming off of this Reinhardt team that just upset the number 11 team in the nation, the University of Cumberland's Patriots. They beat them 72-71. This is a team that's averaging 81 a game. And so far, they're nowhere close to being halfway home on that one, as the Knights have held them to 27. And a really good battle here through the first half of action, with the Knights trailing by only one in the locker room, 27-26. We'll take a break. We come back, we'll get you ready for the second half of action here in Grayson on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Painesville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus. Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Getting ready for the second half of action here in Grayson between KCU and Reinhardt. James Carey, happy to have you along with us here tonight. First of two games, doubleheader, women's and men's. Men's will follow. Peeking ahead of that game as KCU, the men trying to snap a 5-game losing streak, 3-7 on the season. They lost last time here against Tennessee Wesleyan, 81-68. Reinhardt comes in at 4-7 on the season. They are winless on the road. They're 0-5. And that was the same case for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs, as they had not won a road game until they knocked off KCU here last time out. So that was on Saturday. It was a good battle. KCU had opportunities and just they fell behind early. They were down 42-26 at halftime. And just had to play catch-up throughout the entire game. They trailed by as many as 22, had a chance to cut it to single digits. And they struggled from the free throw line, 4 of 11 from the charity stripe. And talked with Charlie Pack after the game. He said, you know, it's something we practice every single practice. We shoot X number of free throws, and everybody has to shoot a certain number at a percentage before they leave the floor. And he's just not able to carry it across. So, all right, KCU will have the basketball. Abby West will trigger in, standing directly below me. She's joined on the floor by Katie Atkins, Elizabeth Hardwick, Jada Johnson, and Belle Sparks. West brings it in. They'll go inside, trying to feed it to Sparks, and a turnover to open up the second half of play. Here's Gibson. Pitches it off to Preston. Sanchez, Ponce, Kraft, and Woodruff. 5 on the floor. Kraft in double team. Has that one double blocked. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with Reinhardt. Julia Kraft, only 5'4", the senior from Canton. Not exactly somebody you want to work on the post. There's Woodruff. Brings it out to Kraft. Pop for the 3. It's on the way off the mark. Left side, no good. Good job there by Hardwick to corral it back in. 2 of 13 are the Eagles from long range here this evening. KCU 1 of 6. That's something they've struggled doing, of shooting the 3 here as of late. Ball tipped away. Hardwick keeps it in bounds on the near side. Nice little slip there to Johnson. Slips through off the right side. Can't get it to stay home. Sanchez Ponce fights for the rebound. 3 ball by Kraft. Left side's good. And Julia Kraft's first bucket of the contest pushes the lead back to 4, and then nearly turned over right in front of our broadcast position as Woodruff was there and knocked it out of bounds. So West will bring it in. Hardwick having to relace the sneaker up before we get back underway. 1 minute gone here in the third period. 4-point lead for the visiting Eagles. Atkins out of the backcourt. High post, Johnson. Here's Sparks. Knifes her way to the basket. Fadeaway jumper, won't go home. Rolls over the rim twice and comes off. Ponce. Her 6th rebound of the ball game. Preston backs it out, 20 on the shot clock. As Coach Tony Campbell calls for Eagle. Here's Gibson. Now Preston right wing. Nice look underneath, and they find Woodruff for her 9th, and the lead's back to 6. Sparks gets jumped there by Kraft. Another turnover as he gives it back to Reinhardt. 16th turnover of the basketball game. Knights only averaging 17 a contest. Here's Woodruff on the right wing. Kraft working underneath. They'll take it to her in the corner. She'll pull the trigger. Three's on the way off the glass. No good. To Gibson. Baseline jumper's good right before the horn. Her 6-point. And that pushes the lead back to 8. The largest it's been in the ballgame. So a 7-0 run out of the locker room by the Eagles. Here's Hardwick, high post. Handoff West to the corner. 3-ball, Atkins, no. Ball poked away. Gibson settles things down and a chance to grab their largest lead on this trip for the Eagles. Woodruff spins to the lane. Finger roll left it short. Got the separation, just couldn't finish. Baseline jumper, Hardwick. In and out, no good. Had a good look, just couldn't get it to stay home. Inside of 7 to go. Kraft in transition. Left hand, no good. Sanchez Ponce gets the tie-up. Jump ball will stay with the visiting Eagles. And Kraft in transition just got free, and she was wide open and blew the bunny. This Reinhardt team coming in shooting 46% from the field. They're struggling here tonight, shooting just under 32. Here's Kraft in between the rings. 10 on the shot clock, Preston. Wants to go inside. Great job there by Jada Johnson to knock that one away from Gibson. 17-foot pull-up jumper, no good. Katie Atkins corrals it in. She looks at a double team. She'll give it up. Hardwick wants to attack. Off to Atkins. No look into Johnson. Johnson in the keyhole. Lobs it inside to Abby West, and they can't make the hook up. 17th turnover. Here comes Madeline Mead in as Atkins will take a seat. This is almost like a repeat of the first quarter, which the Knights went down 7-0. 4 minutes gone, and they've yet to put a ball through the bucket. Trailing by 8. Here's Woodruff. Rips it through and finishes off the left side. 11 points for her, and it's a 10-point lead. That's the largest of the ball game. Bringing the taller Sanchez Ponce out on West, trying to create some problems there. Here's Hardwick, pulls the trigger. 3 is left iron, no good. Sanchez Ponce rips it through. Here come the Eagles. Little stutter step, works off the right side on Sparks. High off the glass is good. 4th point for Ponce. Timeout, Lisa Kahn. It's a 12-point lead and a full timeout requested by the Knights. Back after this on Kool TV.
Rev up your autumn adventure and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop. Make a pit stop and treat yourself to our assortment of snacks and drinks. Clark's Pump and Shop has the perfect treats to satisfy your fall cravings. From our seasonal lattes and iced coffees to specialty donuts and desserts. Don't just fuel up your vehicle, fuel your taste buds at Clark's Pump and Shop, your ultimate road companion. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
38-26, 12-point lead for the Eagles, their largest of the ball game. As they've opened up the third stanza here on an 11-0 run. Ashley Woodruff with 11 points, leads all scorers in the ball game. KCU nearly 5 minutes gone here in the opening part of the third quarter. Still has yet to find a bucket. And then a whistle and a foul there up top of the key as Woodruff gets called for the push. Our first team's first. Here's Meade, left of point, goes down to the corner. Hardwick, 7 on the shot clock. And a reach-in foul there on Simpson. It's our second, team second. Tony Campbell says, why? They're going to get a shot clock that was down there 5. It's going to reset to 20. West to bring it in. Lobs it back door to Sparks. Up off the glass, she rushed it. Woodruff pushes it ahead. Looks it off near side. Simpson for a 3 in transition. No. Push from behind. No whistle. And there's Woodruff with another steal. Feeds it off to Gibson. Knifing her way to the rack is good. Tara Gibson with 8. 13-0 run. And the lead is 14. Knights still looking for their first points of the second half. Here's Meade. Off the West, 12 on the shot clock. Hardwick backs into the lane, gives it off to Sparks, goes through the double team. Reverse scoop shot, counted in one, Bell Sparks. And a chance at a three-point play as she drops home her 9th. They'll get that one on Ashley Woodruff. That's her 3rd, team's 3rd. Preston will take a seat. Here comes Ty Williams. Overman back in for Johnson. And Katie Atkins is going to check back in after the free throw and looking like she's going to get Bell Sparks. 40-28. Sanchez Ponce going to check back in. Free throw is up by Sparks is good. She has 10. And she'll sit as Katie Atkins return. So it took over 5 minutes for KCU to find its first points of the second half. And what was a 1-point deficit at the halftime swelled to 14. It's down to 11 now as Bell Sparks gets a 3-point play. Here's Kraft, gives it inside to Sanchez Ponce. She'll skip it off to Williams. Simpson, step back long, 2 with a toe on the line. They said it was a 3. She had a toe on the line, could see it from here. Either way, it doesn't go home. Atkins takes the pitch from West. Hardwick into the keyhole. Overman. KCU with numbers. 3-ball near side by Abby West goes home. Leads down to 8 as West splashes home her 9th. And then a turnover on a ball that Gibson didn't see coming, the 9th of the ball game. Preston back in for Reinhardt as Julia Kraft will take a seat. 3:23 to go. Knights on a 6-0 run now. This is, I mean, it's almost like watching a mirror image of what happened in the first quarter. 7-0 run by the Eagles. KCU answered with a 7-0 run of its own. Now another turnover. No look past Gibson, too stiff. Abby West, really good job there boxing it out. Senior will slow it down and reset the offense. Atkins down in the corner, spot up 3, Hardwick's on the way, got it! Elizabeth Hardwick's first points of the night. It's a 9-0 run by the Knights and a timeout requested by Reinhardt. 32nd timeout is the lead that was once 14 is down to 5. And a 9-0 run by the Knights. That's 2 big three-pointers by Abby West and Elizabeth Hardwick. The senior splashes home her first triple of the night. Hardwick follows with her first points of the evening. And once again, we got ourselves a ball game. Good look there at Tony Campbell and his Eagles. Pushed it out to a 14-point edge. KCU said not so fast and almost identical to what happened with the way things started back in the second quarter when KCU erased the 8-point deficit. It was Bell Sparks that got things going. She had 6 points in the frame. She gets an and one here in this quarter that gets the first points of the third quarter for KCU. And then they follow suit with back-to-back triples. And that's where we currently stand with the Knights down 5 with 2:47 to go in the third. Maria Sanchez Ponce, the sophomore out of Spain. Leading scorer with 17 points on the season. She's been limited to 4, 2 in each half. Williams left wing, working in front of Meade. Gibson now off to Preston. 15 on the shot clock. Ponce out to Preston. They'll go one more down to the corner. Simpson, 10 on the shot clock. Gibson gets in the lane. Hook shot up, good. Strong take there by Tara Gibson. She has 10. Here's Atkins, looks at a double team right in front of me. Tries to reverse it back out. That ball was tipped. That ball was tipped. That should have stayed with KCU. That was a tipped ball. West took it in the backcourt after it was tipped off the fingertips of, I believe, Gibson. That's a missed call on that one. Faith Kahn claiming it on the other side, and she has all the right to. I was right down the line here on the midcourt stripe and could see it clearly. Either way, the 20th turnover of the basketball game. Reinhardt with only 9. Marley Townley into the basketball game. And we get a kicked basketball on the entry pass down to the post. Here comes Johnson and Hardwick back in for KCU. Abby West will take a seat, and Overman will step off. 1:59 to play. 42-35. 3 balls, an air ball. And then Williams will just throw it off the leg of Sparks out of bounds. KCU in a man-to-man. They've been there the entirety of the game. Preston dumps it off Simpson. 4 seconds, gets in the lane, fires up a shot, no good, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. They'll get that one on Elizabeth Hardwick. That's her first, team's first. And Kiara Simpson, junior out of Georgia. Swanee, Georgia, out of North Gwinnett High School. Perfect on the season from the charity stripe, 4 of 4. Make it 5 of 5. She has 6. Pushes the lead back to 8. Both of them go home for Simpson. Williams comes off. Back in is Triea Blaylock. 9-point lead now. Eagles pick it up in backcourt. Sanchez Ponce hounding Atkins, and she'll cough it up. Simpson gives it off to Ponce. Goes right, comes back left, and then finishes on the right-hand side for her 6th point of the ball game. Bell Sparks in a hurry. No-look pass underneath, and it's picked off. Tried to go to Meade. Here's corner 3, Simpson on the way, yes. In transition, Simpson with a cool 10. It's a 14-point lead once again. Sparks blocked away by Ponce. Blaylock leading the charge. Steps through, shot partially blocked. Hardwick pulls it away. Then has it stolen away by Simpson. Counted and 1 as she'll finish off the right side. And the lead is now at 16, the largest of the ball game. West back in quickly. Sparks goes off. Here comes Hannah Kidd back in. Elizabeth Hardwick picks up her 2nd, team 2nd. And Kiara Simpson had 11 points in the win over Cumberland's. 5 in the first half, 7 in the second, make it 8. She's got a cool 13. And what was down to 5 is now 17. And the Eagles really ratcheting up the pressure in the backcourt. Inside of a minute to go here in the 3rd. Reinhardt has scored nearly the same total of points it scored in the second or the first half in this quarter. And we'll get a timeout requested by KCU. And it'll be a 30-second timeout. So 17-9 after one. KCU used an 8-0 run. That evened things at 17. They would take the lead on a Katie Atkins triple. That's her only points of the ball game. But then we went back and forth. Neither team found any separations whatsoever. Reinhardt went to the locker room leading 27-26, excuse me. Then a 13-0 run pushed the lead back to double figures. KCU answered with a 9-0 run and one three-point play for Belle Sparks. Back-to-back triples from Elizabeth Hardwick and Abby West. But they went nearly 5.5 minutes without scoring, and since that little 9-0 run, they haven't scored either, and now they look at their largest deficit of the contest of 17. West has this one kick off of her hands. Ball tipped away. Gibson tries to fire it right back up. Misses the first shot, gets the second one, and finishes. 8 in the quarter, 12 in the game. And now West looking at a double team. Another turnover in the backcourt. Gibson spins in the lane, and she just walked. She got herself caught up underneath the basket. So 34 seconds. And West fouled as she'll take a spill. As they'll get that one on Preston, her first, team's fourth. Jada Johnson beats the pressure. She's got numbers. Drops it off. Meade can't get it to finish, and she's fouled from behind. Fouls on Preston, her second, team's fifth. So that'll put Madeline Meade to the free throw line for the first time in the ball game. Freshman out of Floyd Central. 63% free throw shooter on the season. Back in is Julia Kraft, replacing Townley. Shot clock is off, 23.3 to go. Here in the third. Meade's first free throw is up, her third point of the night. Both goes home for the Frosh. 17-point lead for the visiting Eagles. Here's Simpson between the rings. Comes left side, 17-footer, that's off the mark, no good. Really rushed that one. Here's Hannah Kidd, pitches it ahead. Nice look as she'll go off the left side, and Jada Johnson's ninth point. Back to 15. Preston launches a half-court shot. Does not draw anything, and that takes us to the fourth and final stanza. 54-39 after three. Back after this on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus.
(54-39) as we welcome you back here to Grayson. Reinhardt opening up a sizable lead. Push it out to 19. KCU will have the basketball to start the final stanza. West attacks on Blaylock. Off the glass, no good. Gibson pounding it with that left hand, brings it front court. Simpson out of the corner, making it rain from downtown Tripletown as she connects on another three, her third of the ball game. 57-39, and Kool loses the handle on the pill. They'll kick it ahead, Simpson, and throw it out of bounds. 11th turnover of the basketball game. Here comes Woodruff back in for Kraft. They try a football pass. It's picked off by Woodruff at the midcourt stripe. Gibson spins to the left with a hook shot off the window. 14 for Tara Gibson, 10.5. And it's a 20-point lead. It's the largest it's been. Here's Sparks. Reverse scoop shot. No. Off the back of the iron. Woodruff racing ahead. Slams on the brakes on the elbow. Now Blaylock. Pressing on the dribble drive on the baseline. Double team there. Back out top of the key. 14 on the shot clock. Simpson, one more to the corner. Inside of 7, now 6. Blaylock heaves one up. Sparks gives it up, gets it back, and is fouled. As that was on Simpson, her third. Team's first. I'm going to put Belle Sparks at the line, shooting 2 more. 2 of 3 in the ball game. Left that one front iron short. One more for the sophomore. Gets that one to swirl home. 11 points for Belle Sparks. 19-point lead for the Eagles. A bucket here would give them their largest margin of the night. Feet inside Preston. Steps through, steps back, puts it through. 5th point for her. Here's West. Left wing threes on the way. Yes! Abby West makes it rain from downtown Tripletown. Timeout KCU. That's 12 for West. She has 6 in each half. 2 threes here in the half, 1 in the third, 1 here in the fourth. 61-43 with 8:12 to play in the ball game. Again, it's something you look back on of how much difference would have been with a healthy Reagan Atkins out there after losing her to an ankle injury against Bluefield last week. And take nothing away from the players that's been on the floor here this evening for Kentucky Christian. They've done a phenomenal job. Just that third quarter is one that's just going to jump out. And again, you go against a great team like a Reinhardt team and comes in undefeated, and you go 5.5 minutes without any points in one quarter, and they were 3 minutes without points in the first quarter. It certainly makes things difficult. And it's been that one quarter that's kind of been the bugaboo that has gotten them much of this season. They've had several games that they have been in, and every single game, it's just one quarter that's taken away. Here's Simpson with another three. Shooter's going to shoot. Her 4th triple of the ball game. That pushes it back to 21. And then another turnover in the backcourt. This one 28 in the ball game. And then this one's raked out of bounds. And Tony Campbell looks at Ivana Preston and says, yep, that one was on you. 40 total turnovers in this basketball game. Here's Sparks. She's got a one-on-one with Woodruff. She'll attack off the left side. Left that one way short. Now Woodruff will run it. Kool trying to keep her from getting there. Step through, Euro step. No good. KCU with the basketball, pushing it ahead. Johnson slows it down to Kool. Hardwick lines up a three, pulls the trigger. No. 3 minutes gone here in the 4th and final stanza. 64-43. Eagles in front. Long three as Blaylock pulled that one from Alaska, Georgia. That one was about from 25. 24-point lead. Sparks tries to curl it off to Cassell, and she'll throw it off of Cassell and out of bounds. I think that caught her in the face. West, Overman, Atkins, Sparks, and Meade, 5 on the floor after Johnson, Hardwick, and Cassell take a seat. There's Williams, left wing. NAIA Moon checking in. She touches the basketball and gives it off to Simpson. She's had a hot game, and now Abby West rakes it away. Simpson keeps it. 10 on the shot clock. Inside, Townley. Hook shot is good as she got the friendly roll off the iron. 6 points for her. 26-point lead. Sparks has this one raked away. Lobs it back door. There's Meade. Battles it up, and she's fouled. That was on Blaylock, her first team second. That'll put Madeline Meade to the line for 2. Here comes Sanchez Ponce back in the ball game, replacing Kiara Simpson. Simpson's had herself a game here tonight. 19 points. 14 of those in the second half, averaging only 6 a game. 5:50 to play in regulation, 69-43. First one is up by the freshman Madeline Meade. She's 3 for 3 tonight from the charity stripe, 5 points for her. Averaging 5.8 a game. At 5 points in the loss to Bruno last time out off the bench, and she connects on her 6th. Perfect 4-4 here in the second half. KCU 9 of 13 from the charity stripe tonight. Sanchez Ponce wants a 3. She's got it. That's 9 points for her, but she's well under her season average of 17. 72-45, 5:30 to go in the ball game. Here's Sparks. Dribble drive on the baseline, gives it off to Meade. Now Atkins left elbow. Step back, 17-footer left side, too stiff. And then a whistle and a foul as Townley and Overman get hung up. And she had her hooked up with an elbow. So they're going to get the foul on Townley. That's going to be her first, team's 3rd. And the ball will stay with KCU underneath their own bucket. Nice play there as they picked Townley and got it to Overman on the backdoor screen. Her 3rd point of the ball game. They go inside to Townley, and that should go the other way. They're going to have to get control of her. She's throwing elbows and throwing everybody down. They're going to get Meade on the foul first. She came down through an elbow. Lisa Kahn asking for an explanation. She said, how's my player lying on their back? And they get called for the foul. And I think she's got a great discussion there. Is the reason it was is because Townley threw an elbow. So out of the timeout, Blaylock, straightaway 3, no. Here's Sparks. Takes it left side. Streaks to the basket off the right side and is fouled. It's on Townley. Her second, team's 4th. So Sparks will go back to the line. 3 of 5 from the charity stripe tonight. 11 points. Her and Abby West, only 2 players in double figures. First free throw is up, is no good. Missed them both. And then a whistle and a foul. And again, that's on Townley. That's her third. Team's 5th. And we're going to shoot free throws now the rest of the way. And now Tony Campbell asking for clarification. And all of a sudden, this game's moving at the pace of molasses in Alaska. Overman at the line for 2. Hits the first, her 4th of the ball game. Got them both. 72-49. Here's Simpson. 19 points, leads all scorers. Blaylock working on Katie Atkins. Works off a screen from Townley. Now to Simpson, 10 on the shot clock. Simpson settles, fires, 3's on the way. No, that one's off the mark. Townley battles and puts it right back up and in. Marley Townley with 8 points. Sparks being chased from behind. Gives it up there to Abby West. Senior out of Dry Ridge. Leading the Knights. Back door. Gets it to Sparks on a nice little give and go there. Sparks is 13th. Simpson. Townley wants it underneath. We'll take it right side now to Blaylock. 18 on the shot clock. Backdoor lob. Townley. And she walked. She walked a country mile. 14th turnover of the basketball game. Here comes Hardwick and Hannah Kidd back in. Meade will step off, and also Katie Atkins. 3:35 to go in this one. Men's game will follow at approximately 30 minutes at the conclusion of this contest. Here's Abby West. Launches it ahead. Overman. West takes it between the rings. Hand off there to Hannah Kidd. And that ball's picked off. Williams with the steal and the block, and a big foul as Williams takes a spill on the deck. Belle Sparks picks up her 3rd, team's 2nd. And Ty Williams will go to the line and shoot 2. Looked like she smacked her hand on the floor as she went to the deck, very tough. Free throw is up, is good. 3 points for the graduate student out of Macon, Georgia. Averaging 7 points, 3 rebounds a game. Got them both. (76-51), 25-point lead for the Eagles. Hardwick looks it off to Abby West. She'll pull the trigger. Right side 3's no good. Great follow there as Overman had the rebound. Can't get it to stay in as it rolls off the front of the iron. Blaylock in transition. Stops left side. Williams wants to attack. Simpson gets to the lane. Puts it up. She's fouled. And Kiara Simpson will shoot 2. Get the foul on Overman, her 2nd, team's 3rd. Simpson a perfect 3 of 3 from the charity stripe. She's 7 of 7 on the season. Broadcaster's jinx. That one misses for the first time this season for the junior out of Swanee, Georgia. Second free throw's on the way. Missed them both. So she stays at 19 for the game. Lead stays at 25 for the Eagles. 2:35 to play in regulation. Here's Kidd. Hands it off to Overman. Overman stops, goes back to Kidd. Now to West. Step back three from the left corner. Yes! Third three from the fingertips of the senior Abby West. 15 for her. Williams left of point, 17 on the shot clock. Moon. Blaylock down to the corner and a whistle and a foul. They'll get that one on Overman. That's her third, team's fourth, so we're bonus the rest of the way. 2:04 to go in the ball game. So both teams will shoot bonus the rest of the game. On any more fouls, unless it's an offensive foul. You do not get rewarded with free throws on an offensive foul. Townley wants it inside, has it raked away, and a reach-in foul. As that one's on Overman, that's her fourth, team's fifth, so bonus the rest of the way. 1:55 to go, and that's going to put Townley to the line, shooting two for the first time in the contest. A 33% free throw shooter on the season, excuse me. She has 8 points, 4 in each half. Perfect 4 of 4 from the field tonight. First one is up, is good. And that one missed everything. Here's Sparks out top of the key. Spins, feeds it back out to Kidd. Now Sparks, 10 on the shot clock. Knifes her way into the lane. Way too stiff, though. 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Reinhardt's going to get out of here with a win, but it took everything they had to get it. Blaylock splashes home her second triple of the contest. It's back to 26. That's the largest it's been throughout the evening. It's a game that certainly they'll go back and look and would love to have had what they had in the first half and the second. Here's Moon with the scoop and the score. 1 minute to go in the ball game. 82-54. And KCU just got called for an over and back violation. Their 32nd turnover of the contest. It was a 27-26 game at halftime. Reinhardt has scored 56 points in the second half. They've totaled their first half production in both quarters. 27 in the third, 28 here in the fourth. Here's a three. Draws glass, but goes right into the hands of Moon. Blaylock just scooted across the floor like she's on ice skates. 41 seconds. Williams to the rack. She'll shoot two. .6 to play in the ball game. Ty Williams 2 for 2 tonight on the free throw line. 72.7% free throw shooter on the season. Reinhardt 7 of 11 on the evening. I think at 8 of 12. Williams picks up her 5th point of the night. Men's game will follow this one in approximately 30 minutes. We'll be over on our second stream. We'll do a quick post game with this one so we can switch streams, and then you can join us back over there for the Reinhardt KCU men's game. 84-54, 30-point edge. KCU's going to suffer their 8th loss of the season. It's one that I think they break down. They really like what they did in the first half, and things just got sideways in the second. They went 5.5 minutes without points in the third quarter. Pulled it within 5, and then all of a sudden a snap of the finger, and it was 17. 84-54, and that's going to be your final score here tonight as Reinhardt's going to move to 12-0 on the season with a victory here over the Knights. Post-game show, when we return after this on Kool TV.
Rev up your autumn adventure and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop. Make a pit stop and treat yourself to our assortment of snacks and drinks. Clark's Pump and Shop has the perfect treats to satisfy your fall cravings. From our seasonal lattes and iced coffees to specialty donuts and desserts. Don't just fuel up your vehicle, fuel your taste buds at Clark's Pump and Shop, your ultimate road companion. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Final here tonight as KCU falls to Reinhardt by final score of 84-54. Let's run you through this one of how this one went down. 17-9, Reinhardt leads it after one. Knights use an 8-0 run. They even it at 17. They trailed by one at the half. But then a 13-0 spurred by the Eagles. That pushed it back to double figures. KCU used a 9-0 run. They got it down to 5. It was 40-35. But then the Eagles is too strong. They score 57 points in the second half. And they win this one tonight, 84-54. Taking a look at your final stats there. Reinhardt 41% from the field, 32 from long range, 47-33 the rebounding edge in favor of the visiting Eagles. KCU turned it over 32 times tonight. That's a tough recipe to take away from anyone without a doubt. Numbers look like this. Kiara Simpson leads the way with 19 points. She was 4 of 8 from beyond the arc. Tara Gibson with 14. Ashley Woodruff has 11. Marley Townley had 9. She was a perfect 4-4 from the field. Maria Sanchez-Ponce held to 7 points, but she led the way with 10 rebounds. Abby West paces the Knights with 15. Bellamy Sparks had 13. Elizabeth Hardwick, 3 points, 8 boards. That's our final, 84-54. We're going to pause for about 15 minutes. We'll switch streams. We'll establish the second stream and get you a quick pregame show as we get you ready for game number 2. KCU and Reinhardt and men's action. That's as we continue here on Kool TV.
Thank you for watching another KCU Knights basketball broadcast live on Kool TV. This broadcast of Kentucky Christian University basketball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.